We are Seguin Autism Support Group. You guys know us, right? Nolan, Lexi. They've always volunteered for stuff. I'm Christina Barton. I'm president of Autism Support Group. I'm glad to see you here. Enjoying our activity here. This is Betty Fitzsimmons. She's our art instructor this evening, and everyone here has been touched by autism one way or another. We either have children with autism or we know somebody with autism. We've got a wonderful sound guy, cameraman. His name's Nolan Schmidt. He'll be taking your photos or your videos this evening. We have a release form for you to sign if you would like us to share it on our Facebook page or our website. So before you leave, if y'all can stop by that little table there and sign your name in case you want us to use it, or if no, you don't want us to use it, we won't put your face on our wall. So, okay, I guess we're about ready. We also have a music academy that we're going to begin the 14th of July. So I've got the fella that's going to be doing that coming, I hope. I texted him, I think he forgot. But hopefully we'll be doing a music academy soon, and we'll get to learn how to play different instruments and create different songs and stuff like that too. So, okay, all right, Betty, it's all yours.
We are going to be doing watercolor with crayon, and crayon, as you know, is like a wax type substance. So when you do watercolor over it, it's not going to blend or bleed. It's going to actually just repel it. So whatever you do first with crayon, then when you go over with the watercolor, if it's lighter, it's still going to show the crayon color. So a lot of times watercolors have a tendency to be a little bit light or faded, especially when they dry. This way you can make really strong outlines, or you can do a lot of different fun shading things with it. I have little samples here of what you can do. I forgot to bring the salt, but you can also, when it's still wet, sprinkle the salt, and it'll make it look like a snow-like effect right here. So that's another technique that I think is a lot of fun. And you don't have to do solid. You can do it lightly. You don't have to do like just a solid outline, and that'll give it a little bit more depth too. It's a neat way to shade it. So, sorry. Okay. And I think there's probably going to be more people coming, but that's fine. We can get them caught up when we get here. So I'm going to demonstrate with one, just the different things that you can do. Usually what you do is, if you have an idea of what you want to paint, you actually plan it out and kind of map it out first. So you can kind of sketch with a pencil really lightly and then go over that part with the crayon. It's really good if you want to do like a spider web and you know it's going to be white. It's really hard for the white to show up, and you don't really see it until you do the watercolor. So to make sure it's complete, you could do the spider web in pencil, then overlap it, and then when you know all of the pencil is covered, then you know that the spider web is complete. So one of the really neat things, my favorite part, is if you were doing it white. So I might sketch something just really lightly because you don't want the pencil to show through. And once you go over with watercolor, the pencil is going to be harder to erase. So really try to overlap that, and if you have anything showing before you do the watercolor, try to erase it beforehand. So like just like here. And I'm just going to do kind of the opposite side. And in this case, I think the pencil is going to show through because it's showing through the light. But grab it with color. You just load the brush with water and get enough color loaded on the brush. And then when you overlap the crown part, oh wait, it's too dark. Sorry. can kind of see the white through. I didn't do it dark enough on this case. Let me grab. See, you could kind of make out where the white is. So it repels it, and if you do it really bold enough and press really hard, it should actually even be able to wipe off, but I didn't do that. I kind of did that really quick. Let me grab the paintbrushes. My favorite thing to do with this technique is with black. I like cartoons, so I like a big, definitive, bold outline. So I might do a little rabbit. That way, when you're painting, a lot of times the colors will bleed if you put it together, but if you have that line, it helps keep it separate and helps it from blending together. So, just do a little and you could do blue for the eyes. Sorry. Okay, ignore that part. And gray, which I'm going to use black, but I'm going to just make sure it's really, really watered down so you don't get a too muddy color. Try to fix that. And then you can always, you don't have to plan it, you don't have to have it all mapped out. If you just want to go crazy with it and do a bunch of colors and then just go over it with a contrasting color, that way it shows, then that will really make it bold and really bright too. But that's just my little demonstration. If you guys want to get started and if you guys have any questions, okay. I'm sorry?
Do your own backgrounds?
Yeah, you can do your own background. If you want to have it sketched out, try to do it lightly with a pencil. And if you're doing something with crayon that's going to be light, try to do it around the pencil and on top so you could go back and erase it. But for the background, what were you planning on painting?
Like, because like Pokemon plushies, you know, so I was like thinking about drawing a picture of a Pokeball.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. Then yeah, you can do a background and you could do it like a different color blendy type. Like here, I pulled in a lot of greens and blues and yellows. It's not just one solid color, and that's really the neat thing about watercolor is that you don't have to do like one bold color. You don't have to worry about blending it. I know. And you can kind of have it blurred. It's a real easy way to blend it, especially if you have complementary colors. Now, if you blend all of the colors together, you're going to end up with a muddy brown. So try to avoid putting too much side by side. Try to keep it kind of close to where you see it on the colors, like yellow to green, green to blue, blue to purple, purple to red, and so on. So that kind of works on keeping it from being muddy. But I have big paintbrushes too, so that makes it a lot easier to go over big space. You don't have to worry about only working with tiny brushes. But yeah, any other questions? Are you gonna sketch out the ball first?
I think it's something neat to draw.
Yeah, you can.
You can draw Ava, you can draw Nolan, Nolan can draw.
And you don't always have to worry about drawing from the top of your head because a lot of artists, me included, use reference. So if you want to pull up a picture on the phone, I have my phone with me too, so you can use it.
What you doing there, Perkin?
Oh, it's a secret monster that I know that Hiro Nakajima played. It's from one of those Godzilla franchises. It's this monster who flies that I think I'll tell you later.
Okay. What you drawing there, Jonathan?
It's colors.
I mean, I draw characters. Let me think.
Very specific laying flats. And we'll let that dry, and then I'll show that little snow effect later. Is it crystallizing yet?
I think it might be.
I might not have loaded enough color. This is also different paper than the small one, so that's probably why it took
Yeah.
longer. As you can see, you can even after it's dry, if it's on wax, you can wipe off the parts that you don't want because it kind of beads up and
Yeah.
it goes on top of the crayon. So, yeah.
Ooh, got little Minecraft designs there.
How'd you know?
I play Minecraft. So. I do.
Emoji.
Ah, emoji, yeah.